Howdy folks, Dirtnap's dad here. Today I'll be taking in Ares, the god of war, into this ranked joust along with Dirtnap Dan as Medusa and our buddy Yuki here as Toth, going up against a Zeus, a Jablanque, and a Ymir. Lots of X's down there across the bottom and a few stars, and honestly when I seen that I was not too happy because my Ares play over the last month or so, while I learned some new tricks and how to play them, trying to implement those new tricks and play him properly still has now seemed to have eluded me as the last few matches I tried him in. But I felt pretty good here having Dan and Yuki as my backup, so it was just one of those things with the way the team comps were going and the way the picks and bans went, that was like, do we want to let them get Ares? As I was getting ready to pick, and typically in a position like that I would have picked probably more of a warrior here or something. But I'm like, you know what? I can stop them from getting Ares by playing him. So, first off, right off the bat here, buy-wise, went with Watcher's Gift and Boots and Potions here. Because, there's always that one fly here in the middle of winter that wants to somehow come out of nowhere and bug me. But anyway, I get frozen right off the bat and like, oh, all right, in trouble. Not what I was expecting there. Boy, they just came right out and attacked. So, all right, just kind of get the defenses up and back up. Like, all right. Of course, I'm a little edgy because I'm playing a god that I haven't performed well with lately, and there I make another mistake and pay for it. I know better, especially when fighting the Ymir, to bait the breath and then try to do things instead of try to do things, get breathed on, and, well, killed. So I think I just had a bit of the nerves there that I had to shake out with him. I promise you, I do settle down here with him, and we'll do okay here, I think. Still not the best Ares, and again, even though I was playing him well prior, it's still one of those things where I can shoot my chains through walls. That wall is not going to help you, Ymir. But, so, yeah, I have found that when I learn some new tricks with the god, often I can throw my game off with them, because now I'm trying to implement those new things that I've learned into my style of play, and then you get the old ways versus the new ways, and here we wanted to try to get in and get their buff, because it looks like they hadn't gotten to it yet, and we were really off our game early on. And just, all right, we didn't want to fight, but Ymir wanted to wall us in, but we just wanted to get out at this point. Figured I'd try to drag him down the side end here, because, Toth can just blast him down the edge. Dan went out the lane, though, but that was the mistake. Should have not split the group there, should have stayed behind, and we might have been able to do something a little bit more. And again, I didn't bait the breath before trying to get the attack out, but Yuki's got my back and bails me out of dodge there. Because, yeah, that was a good bailout, Yuki. High five. I appreciate that. Again, I was not quite in the position that I wanted to be in. Still being a little bit too aggressive here as Ares, especially early on, before I get a build on. Very vulnerable. At least I got some defenses now with the boots. Going that'll definitely help things out here. Wanted to start getting blue going here, because, well, we need to drop our blue too. You can't just have just their blue. Which I'm pretty sure Dan did actually get their blue in that whole rigmarole. I don't think that they were able to get it. So we wanted to be aggressive, with that. We always want to try to do our best to control the buffs and and so forth here, because, the more buffs we control, the better experience we're getting. And the good old Jablanque ult, which is not one of my favorites, combined with the Zeus ult and the Zeus lightning. Oh, we're in trouble. But, oh, I just missed Ymir. But you know what? Let's burn some beads and burn down Ymir, because he's too low to use beads. Sorry, buddy. I knew I might have went down there with that, and obviously I did. But the lesson learned there was, as Ymir, there was no reasons to bead. He was not going to live through that transaction because he was too low of health. And quite a few people don't realize that beads only prevents the pull, does not prevent the damage. So there I was looking to do exactly what I did, earn the beads while killing Ymir. And I did both, so I was pretty happy about that one. I may have died, but I was still happy because I knew that I had achieved at least one minor goal there with the killing of Ymir. So, you know, we get reset in here. You know, we're feeling okay here. We're starting to establish a lead with levels. We're at 667 versus 556. You know, kill-wise, you know, 5-3, feeling pretty good. They got away with getting damage camp here, but let's see if we can't make them pay for that. I was disappointed there that, you know, Ymir was able to get back around and kind of cut us off. I'm like, I'm not even going to worry about turning around here. Not yet. Let's get back, reset, get in, and then turn around. You know, I see so many people die often when they're running away because they turn back to look, and did you see that ult by Medusa? That is going to be a deicide. As the enemy team falls, let's go get our prize, a nice juicy mana buff. Oh, that was just one of those ults where, you know, right there it is. As Medusa, you have the whole enemy team lower on health. They're all looking at you. Next thing you know, they're all stoned. And they dropped like rocks. Alright. Is it too early for puns yet today? I don't know. I don't think it's ever too early for puns. Alright, so, you know, I called out that Ymir was standing off to the side there and so forth. Then, wanted to try to bait him out a little bit, you know, or no, actually he did. He's trying to bait a sink. I don't know what he's doing. If he's trying to bait or just go back. There he goes. Now he's going back, you know. Just go sometimes. You know, I get the disturbed one out by the wall, but get back. You don't have to restart it a couple times. Just go, go, go. So I did decide to go the chain first there, even though I knew I would probably get froze. Probably still a mistake. You know, as when you're going up against that Ymir, you really got to let him get his one trick over with, and then you can, you know, start using your kit. So in light of the Zeus and the Ymir in this match, I did something I don't typically do, and that's buy magic defense first. I knew that was keeping me in trouble here early in the match because, well, the only physical defense I had was a little bit, and you know, those creeps hurt. And that's what it all boils down to. Those little guys right there, you know, they hurt. Jablanque hurts, but you know, the tower hurts if we get close to that, you know. But with Ymir being Ymir and, well, Zeus being Zeus, yeah, I went magic defense first, and I figured I went shoguns because right about here, I think it was Dan's like, oh, I love somebody because they got shoguns, and he was already feeling the benefits of that, so I appreciated that here as well. But looking up here, we're continuing to press the kill lead. We're up to 9-3 now. We're pressing the level advantage a lot better at this point, and things are starting to go really well here, despite the fact that, you know, we were going up against 3 level 10 you know, gods here with a couple stars on, at least 2 stars on one star on another. You know, so we're not going, it's not like we're going up against inexperienced people here. Yeah, this is you know, people that have at least played their gods for a while and have a good understanding of how they work. Definitely they're being patient here now. Zeus is obviously chomping at the bit here. But, you know, Ymir and Jablanque are looking to play patient. They know they're getting it handed to themselves a little bit right now, and that probably is the best thing to do, is to sit back a little bit right now and just try to get some farm going because, well, I mean, they're behind in level. I mean, on the lowest level of my team at 8, and that's tied with their tops. You know, Dan's at 9 and Toth here with Yuki at 10. You know, we're feeling pretty good. So, you know, we just want to continue to get these waves clear to try to deny them as much experience as possible by letting our creeps, you know, be killed under their tower, so maybe the tower is getting some shots in there as well. But hey, you know, our blue buff timer is up, so it's time to go ahead and get that. They're going to come in and pressure us here. Ymir caught us sneaking back. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab that here because I had no idea where the other people were or what was going on exactly with the whole battle. But Ymir goes down, and Jablanque, you better run. All right, well, I don't want to go out that way and be stuck between the tower and the Phoenix, so let's take the long way around here. Got to get these creeps cleared anyway, and now we should be able to start pushing some tower here. Of course, Jablanque gets me with his branched off bolas there. I'm just like, all right, what's the play here? What's the play? I don't even know where those other guys are at this point. I feel like we should probably have gotten some wards at this point, because I feel like they're going to be jumping around, and then we're like, let's just go get our blue buff. Let's continue to be patient here, get the experience for it, keep grinding out those levels, keep that advantage here. I got the blink and I got the alt ready. I'm like, well, maybe if they don't see me, it'll help them come out from under tower. And I'm like, you know what? I got 2,200 gold. I think I'm going to go finish my buy. And that's what we do. So go back here, and what do we buy? Do we buy some mystical mail? High five. I like mystical mail. That's a good one, especially with Ymir freezing me. At least I can still be doing something. That was the thought process with that, and it isn't the typical one I would buy in this situation with just Ares, but being up against that Ymir, I'm like, hey, let's just kind of, make it a little bit more dangerous to be around me, and yeah, I thought that was a good idea. So I saw damage camp was getting ready to pop here, so it's like, Dan, no backing yet. Come on now, we got to keep our camps first, and try to not let Ymir see me right off the bat here. All right, we got this. Pull it over, and down it goes. Now you can go ahead and back, and I'm gonna go ahead out the lane and act all brave. So I'm feeling pretty good with Ares at this point. I haven't been horrible with my chains. So I felt pretty good about, for the most part, being able to hit some chains. I mean, if you're not landing chains as Ares, things aren't going well. If you want to get good with Ares, practice your chains. And at this point, I was like, no, that's not it, is it? But folks, that is. The Zeus got tired of the Jablanque and Ymir playing defensively, I guess. Or, I don't know. I kind of felt like there was some BM going on the other side, because there was just a lot of times there where they were just not doing stuff and just kind of like waiting, and I could only imagine what the VGS might have looked like from that side. But unfortunately, that is the end of the battle. But as you can see here, where are we at? Yes. So tribute point wise, we had gotten up into bronze 3 the previous match. Would have showed you that, but it was a Guan Yu match, and I put up a lot of Guan Yu videos here lately, so wanted to try to give you guys something a little different here. So breaking out the Ares, here for a little bit of ranked joust. So let's get to the stats. There's the scoreboard there, and yeah, looking at that, well, you can see why we were able to pull a victory here. The Zeus, even his damage was way down. That fly is still around. Like, seriously, it's like 19 degrees outside right now, and I got a fly. Oh, whatever's up with that. But you can see here in this quick game, the stats, we were just running away with them, and we were going to continue to do so. The Zeus knew the writing on the wall there, and I think the other team was willing to be patient and try to work something out, which, hey, you know what? Maybe they could have. I've done it. I've been in some positions here lately where we were dreadfully behind. I was 0-10 as a Cupid on a Joust the other week, just having a horrible game. And Cupid's someone I generally do pretty decent with. And a horrible game. But then all of a sudden, something changed. I changed my build around a little bit, and just that little bit of a tweak led us to, me not having so much troubles with my opponent. And then next thing you know, we're rolling down, and down goes their Titan, and we win. Even though we were way behind in kills, we were able to hang around and just kind of catch up in levels, because at some point, we all cap out at 20. So if you can make it back to that point, gives you a much better chance of being able to pull out a victory with a successful fight. So there's a tip of the day for you. Here's another tip. Hit that subscribe button, check out my videos here. I'm learning, I'm growing. I started off in the basement here at Bronze 5. Just the other week, I'm already or not halfway, I'm already through Bronze 4 and into Bronze 3 now. So, kind of flew through Bronze 4 there. And I'm going to continue to climb these ranks because, well, it's what I do. I know I am not the best player in the world by far. But generally, I do get pretty good at these games as time goes along, and I'm getting to that time where I'm starting to learn some things and apply some things and starting to bring that skill level up. I got some good people around me, so we'd have some good team action, I guess, and just looking to grow, and why don't you come along for the ride? Last tip of the day, you know it. When it comes to dirt naps, you got to give them before you take them. Peace out, folks.